Okay, this is a quick introduction to Learning Activity 6 and also the Assignment 6. So for this assignment, we're going to use this GitHub link here. So if you visit this link, you'll see this URL. You can get it there. You want to grab that URL from GitHub. And then you want to go into Visual Studio and clone that repository. So you can click on the clone button if you just open it up. If you already have a repository open, you can go to clone and paste that link in here and then clone the repository. And then you should see something like this setup for this. Now this won't run if I start this. It'll give an error because there's no main program in here. But this is the code that comes, or at least the domain and services of the code that comes with the textbook. And I want you to kind of get to know this code a little bit. This comes from chapter 6 on refactoring. So if you remember in chapter 6, they start with this account class, just one class with some hard-coded numbers in it. They talk about removing those magic numbers and then replacing a conditional statement with polymorphism here. So we create a platinum account, a gold account, and silver accounts here. So we end up with this sort of structure with an abstract account. And that's what's in the domain area here. So we have our account base. This is our basic account here. And it's an abstract class. And then we have gold, platinum, and silver accounts. And basically all they do is calculate the reward points differently here, and they use their own constants for doing that. So we have gold, platinum, silver. That the last thing we do have in here is an account type class. Well, it's not even a class, it's an enum with just silver, gold, and platinum. This allows us to specify the account type simply. So that's what we have in this based on this textbook. So that's what you're going to be starting with for that work. Now there's also an account factory for creating accounts. Then it's put into the account base class. So if you go down here, they talk about replacing the constructor with this factory method. So they have a create account method, or you specify the account type. Again, gold, silver, platinum, and then we create the account here. And this is a static account, so we can create this without instantiating an account base, because again, account base abstract, so we really can't instantiate it. And we'd have to instantiate like a platinum account in order to create a platinum account, so that doesn't make sense. So that's why this is just static. We can use the class name directly to create each account, and it just creates the account and returns that account. Now there are other ways, but this is a very simple factory just to show you the basics of what a factory might do. And again, they talk about some other ways and some interfaces to that, but for this assignment, we don't necessarily need to worry about that. There's also a services area here with account services. This is our object for working with accounts. So we can create an account, get an account balance, get reward points, make a deposit, or make a withdrawal. Here. Right now, withdrawal is not implemented, and you'll be implementing that in the assignment part of this. This is implemented. We have an interface, iAccount services, which defines all these things. And so when we create account services, we'll do it through this iAccount services interface. There's an exception here. We actually aren't worrying about it. We're not going to cover too much of the exceptions, but they create an exception and talk about that a little bit in the text. That's still in the text here. Now, again, you can't run this because there's not main, and so we're going to add that here in just a sec. I will mention you can run tools, and there's a bunch of tests. So we can run a bunch of tests. Let me pull that into the screen. And a bunch of the tests fail because we don't have a withdrawal here. And with reward points and stuff like that. So eventually I'll look more at that for the assignment part of this. But for the learning activity, we're going to create a user interface to this activity. Now you have two options on a Windows computer. You can do Windows Form, so you can create a Windows Form project here and set it up here. We're in this also going to look at Razor Pages and doing it in Razor Pages, a web page. And so I'll have separate videos posted for both of those. Okay?